Hey, it's your girl Mel. I'm back with another video. So proud of my consistency in recording. And in this video, I want to discuss my goals for May as well as the goals that I had for April and whether or not I reached those goals. Okay? So, I think it's very important that in my weight loss journey, I set goals. Not just set goals, but realistic goals. And not just long-term goals, but actual short-term goals also. So every month, when it's getting close to the end of the month, I start thinking about the things I accomplished during the current month, the things I need to work on, and from that, I think about what goals I want to set for the upcoming month. And if I feel like I set a goal, did not reach it, and it's still a good goal to try to attain, yeah, that will stay on my goals list. So for the month of April, let me say this, it is May the 1st. So I'm going to upload this video today. It won't be at 1 o'clock, but I am uploading this video on May the 1st. Let's begin with the month of April. The month of April, I only had really one goal, and that was for me to be consistent. That's it. Consistent. That's what I'm wanting to focus on. That will be one of my goals for May. Consistency. Because if you're not consistent, you won't see results. Consistency is required for progress, according to how I feel about my weight loss journey. If I'm not consistent, I'm not going to see progress. And the less consistent I am, the more I give space for discouragement and all these other negative things to come in and hinder me from reaching my goal by the time I want to reach it. Because I don't believe losing 80 to 100 pounds in 8 months is unrealistic. So being that it's not unrealistic for me to achieve that goal, I gotta make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to do in order to actually reach the goal. So consistency, you will hear me when I do my monthly goal update. You will hear me say consistency is a goal until it's ingrained in me and I don't have to keep speaking it out loud. That it's just part of my life. And I will know when I feel like I'm consistent. Okay? So I'm talking about, when I say consistent, I'm talking about consistent in tracking my food every single day. Consistent in weighing in every single Sunday. I'm doing a midweek weigh-in every single Wednesday. Just, even if I eat something that I initially told myself I did not want to consume right now, still tracking it. Just consistent in every positive thing that's going to help me reach my goal. So consistency. The next goal for me on my list is intermittent fasting. And from this point on, I'm just going to say IF, because that intermittent, I keep wanting to put an N in there. So I'm not trying to jack up this word. So when you hear me say IF, that means intermittent fasting. And if I'm mispronouncing the word, please forgive me. But if you don't know what intermittent fasting, IF, is, it's basically when you voluntarily fast from food for a certain block of hours. So some people will fast for, oh God, it's like you take 24 hours, and some people will have an 8-hour eating window, and then the other 16, like 21, 2, 3, 4. The other 16 hours they don't eat. So their eating window may be from, let's say, 10 in the morning, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, till 6 p.m. in the evening, and then from 6:01 until 9:59 a.m. they don't eat. So with me, the 16 and 8 window is because you can still eat so much food in that amount of time, and I'm learning my body, and my body seems like it burns food faster when it has less food to burn. And I have not went to a doctor to check my metabolism rate at which it burns food. This is just trial and error. I noticed that the less food I eat, and some people be like, yeah, because you eating less calories or whatever, but you got some people that can eat all day and their metabolism just burns the food up so fast. Like their weight is, for some people, it's hard for them to gain weight. No matter what they eat, they can't. They just have a problem gaining weight. So that's why I'm saying, like, just because I'm saying, it seems like my body does better with less food. That's just not like a dumb moment. It's just, I notice, that's what I have noticed. It takes my body longer to burn food, especially if I'm eating 3 times a day, and they say eat 3 times a day and then eat a little snack or whatever. Things change so much. You gotta just pay attention to what works for your body also as you listen to all these recommendations, because they're saying this is good for you, then the next minute they're saying this is not good for you, so you'll get confused. So me, I just ask God to give me the wisdom to discern what is working and what is not working on my weight loss journey. And that's why I love the fact that I include God into my weight loss journey, because I understand He created me and He knows me better than I do. So I just love that. I just had to say that. But anyway, so I noticed that I don't necessarily need to eat 3 full meals a day to feel like I'm full. You know what I'm saying? I don't. So IF is something that I want to introduce now in the month of May. I don't know how many days. I just want to ease into it or whatever. But I'm going to really think about it over the next probably 3 days, by the weekend, and hopefully come to a decision what my eating window to not eating window ratio will be. So 16 to 8 is definitely not going to be it. That's now how I can still eat a lot of food during that time. I need my eating window to be smaller than 8 hours. So once I decide, I don't know. And it can even be broken down like, I know I want to give up 2 meals a day. So it's either going to be breakfast and lunch and only eat dinner, or it's going to be eat lunch, no dinner, no breakfast. So, yeah. And when I do spiritual fasting, like fasting to draw closer to the Lord, my last fast last year, the extended fast, I went from 6 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock in the evening, not eating anything, just drinking water. And so I lost 10 pounds on that fast. So, yeah, and that's a 6, hold on, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. That's 12 hours, I think. So that's a 12 and 12. That would be like if I did that for IF, if I did that for IF, that would be 12 and 12. So, which, I don't know, that's what I'm saying. I could do, I don't know, but it's going to either be one meal in the middle of the day, no dinner, no breakfast, or no breakfast, no lunch, and just my eating window is one sit down meal. Once I eat that meal, I'm going to eat and be satisfied, and then I won't eat no more until the following evening, maybe about give myself from, I get off at 3:30. So I can even do not eating anything until 4 o'clock. And then my eating window can be from 4 to 7. That I can get full in that amount of time. And what that does is it gives my body the needed time to break down everything I eat. And I feel like it doesn't make my body work overtime. So these are just little things. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a dietitian. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm just talking about being aware of my body and how I see it react to certain things I'm trying. So yeah. So I got consistency and intermittent fasting as 2 of my goals for May. Also, I want to really get more serious about meal planning, because meal planning, it takes out the mental work of trying to figure out what to eat. And that is what I struggled with in April. Before I signed back up to Weight Watchers, I was meal planning. So before I signed back up to Weight Watchers in March, I created a master meal list. This is 30 days. This is basically the whole month of meals that I could just I'm not fond of cooking. I love to eat, but I don't like to cook. And so for me, I need quick meals to make for my children and I, especially for them. So I decided, okay, look, you're going to sit down and you're going to come up with some meals that you can make real quick. You're not standing on your feet for an hour or whatever. Come in from work, cook it real quick, and you done with dinner. So with the help of Pinterest and also just thinking about meals that I make a lot that the kids are probably tired of eating, I just sat down and really started jotting down meal ideas. And how I wrote it down was, I wrote down the meal, like for example, I'm looking at rice, beans, and turkey sausage. And then right under that, I write down all the main ingredients for that dish so that when I pick a meal, if I know what to put on the grocery list for the upcoming week. What I was doing was I would meal plan, pick out the meals I wanted to cook, then I would schedule a grocery order to come. So Sunday was the day I would order the groceries for the upcoming week. On this list, though, is stuff that I will not eat right now because it's high in points and it's just not gonna be good. Like hot wings, wings or something is up here. I wouldn't eat that right now. And even if I did, I would have to move it to a Saturday, and I would have to save up points in order to really enjoy wings like I want to enjoy wings. So I have the master list, and then what I would do, I would print out a blank calendar that has Sunday through Saturday at the top, and I would go in, I would look at the master list, and I would write in each day for that week. And I would only do 1 week at a time. This would stay on the fridge. So if it's the first week in May, just like Sunday, this would have been filled in for the whole week. So each day, I would go in for that week, put in on what day I want to make what. Now, that's not to say that I cook 7 different meals a week. That's just knowing that, let's say I don't cook on Tuesday, or I still have leftovers on Monday, and we can eat it for Tuesday, then I know Wednesday I got this I can make, or I can make what I thought I was going to make on Tuesday. So that's all that is. And it really was helping me. Like it really made me feel like I was maximizing my time after work. Because a lot of times when I come in from work, now this part is about every day. Soon as the kids get 1 foot in the door, I'm bombarded with questions, okay? So not having to spend a lot of time thinking, oh, what I'm going to cook, and then not having to spend a lot of time also actually making the meal, it helped me to feel like I set aside more free time for me to just kind of just wind down after work. So I am going to have to pick this habit back up in May, and that's what I want to start doing. So that's on my goals is to meal plan. Once I meal plan, the reason I don't have meal prep up here is because my biggest hurdle is the meal plan. If I get the meals down on paper, the plan is just, that ain't even nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'll be okay. So we got consistency, we got intermittent fasting, and we have meal planning. So now I just want, I want to increase my water intake. It's not that I'm not drinking water. I just want to drink more water. So, also, the one thing that's not like a physical thing, like the stuff I've been naming out, is celebrating small victories. I think that's important. I think it's important that I never stop celebrating small victories. It may be small. Like I spoke about, one small victory was me catching a bad pattern that I saw I was getting ready to, that was tempting me to yield to it. So I caught it and I didn't yield. And for me, that's not a small victory. And I might take small out. I might just say celebrating victories, because they say small victories because sometimes we're waiting so much to see big results that we don't celebrate what seems to be like minute things that also aid into the weight loss process. So if I, like, for example, something that would be a small victory is drinking nothing but water for 7 days straight. You know what I'm saying? So without no water enhancer, no energy drink, nothing like that. Just straight plain water. No diet soda, plain water. That would be a small victory for me. But like I said, I'm not even about to call them small victories. Just like when I went to Golden Corral. Y'all, when I say I used to love going to the buffets because you could have so many options of what to eat. And I would eat and hurt my stomach because your girl loves to eat. I love good food, good tasting food. Okay, I'm not gonna be ashamed about that, because most of the Americans are obese. Okay, most of America is overweight. So I'm not out here by myself. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just keeping it 100. I love good to great to excellent tasting food. If it tastes good, I'm gonna want my feel of it, okay? But yeah, celebrating victories. I'm gonna scratch that out. And those are my goals for May. Those are my goals. Just being consistent, intermittent fasting, meal planning, increasing my water intake, and celebrating all of my victories, no matter how small they may seem. So, y'all, I thank you for watching this video, taking the time out of your day to watch this video. And please leave comments. Let's converse with each other. You know, I really want this to be a community. But yeah, that's all I have to say though. So listen, I want you to be blessed, stay blessed, and be a blessing to somebody else, because you never know who needs it, okay? So until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.